Hi everyone, Aiden here with the etrailer. Today we're taking a look at the Saris MHS platform style bike rack on our 2023 Cadillac XT5. It's going to be a platform style bike rack that holds the bike by the tires primarily. We've got other points of contact here, but these are the things keeping it upright and stable. That's going to mean zero frame contact, making it good for carbon frame bikes, alternative frame bikes, and with a 60-pound weight capacity per bike, 120 pounds total, it is going to be good for e-bikes too. Some things I like about it are the integrated cable locks right down here at the bottom, so it can wrap right straight up around the frame and back down to the bike rack itself. And then the fact that it can tilt away with bikes loaded here. Just pull this handle at the back, lean it down like that. It is a pretty heavy bike rack, especially if you have it fully loaded, so just be mindful of that. And then you can open up your hatch. This will let us get in here to get some stuff out, or maybe sit back here to change our shoes before or after our ride, so we don't have to get everything unloaded if we don't want to. We can leave the bike rack set up in the hitch. I'll let this close up and I can tilt it back into place. And I want to point out just how stable the bike is in the bike rack. There is some movement here, but it's not anything rattling around in here. Everything's holding it down really well. We've got our secondary point of contact down at the bottom with this wheel strap, and this wheel stop at the front wheel kind of holding it in place and keeping it from moving. Getting it unloaded, we'll go to that wheel strap first. Just press in on this button and pull the strap out, and then we can undo the arms. To do this, have a hand on your bike, pinch this part right here, and then push it out of the way. If you go all the way past, it'll just free fall. So just be mindful of that. I like to leave it right about there so it holds itself up. And be careful when you're squeezing these because they can be a pinch point depending on how you grab them. So you want to make sure you're not pinching your hands. From there, you can just lift it up and off because there's no center mast, nothing's in our way, and the whole process is really simple and straightforward. I'll set this bike down to the side here and we can get this buttoned back up. Just pushing these back down into place. You can hear them ratchet into place. That's what holds them down. I can just squeeze that handle if I don't want to listen to that ratcheting noise the whole way down. I like to replace this strap, and it can be slid back and forth to accommodate wherever your wheel falls. And then that's locked back down. From here, let's get some measurements. Our ground clearance is going to be right at 19 inches, which is pretty good. Our hitch sits high up off the ground here, and we do have a bit of rise in the shank, so I don't think we'll have to worry about ground clearance. Our distance added to the back is going to be 32.5 inches, which compared to some other two bike racks is actually pretty good, but we can fold it upright when it's not in use. Maybe you want to leave it in the hitch between rides, that way it's ready to go for next time. Just squeeze that handle, fold it up, and that new measurement is going to be only 9 inches, so it's very condensed to the back. So much so to the point where we are making minimal contact. You can see there's a little bit of wiggle in this bottom arm here, but it naturally wants to be up a bit, and right there, it's barely touching the car. That's not something I would be comfortable with. I'd maybe look into another option, maybe a Saris Super Clamp HD or the Kuat Envy. Both are going to be very similar options, no frame contact, good weight capacity, but give you better clearance. Now down at the bottom here, we can see it's working with our 2" by 2" receiver tube, and it comes with a locking anti-rattle bolt. That anti-rattle is going to keep things really solid in the hitch, and that lock is key to like to the locks up top, keeping everything under one system. And for me, I really like the bike rack. I think it holds the bikes remarkably well compared to some other options out there. My one gripe is just that clearance issue. I don't think it's the best fit for this specific vehicle. Check out those other options I mentioned because we have tested those and they do work well, and they're going to give you the same benefits that you do see here. Thanks for watching.